Hello, my name is Lincoln from Hooklum Digital and I want to show you a better way to manage your products with Odoo. Odoo is great for managing simple product catalogues, but in the real world finding the right screw in a catalogue of 5,000 parts can be a nightmare. Naming conventions can help, but do they ever really stick? And besides, if you start naming your products something different to what your suppliers call them, then you might find you've just traded yourself one problem for another. I built Product Smart Spec to turn Odoo's inventory module into a simple yet powerful product information management system. Let me show you what Smart Specs can do to help manage your product catalogue. Let's say you're a manufacturing business and you keep stock of a lot of different fasteners. You've got an urgent job and you've run out of the screws you would normally use. Anything in stainless steel between 20 to 30 millimeters will do the trick to get the job moving. All you need to do is filter by the length, and we'll set a range of 20 to 30 millimeters, apply that, and then we'll filter by the material and choose stainless steel, and we'll apply that as well. Great, here are my options. Now maybe I could get away without stainless steel. Let's take that filter off. Okay, I've got 7 options. I can immediately see what's available to me, but where is that information coming from? Let's have a look at one of those products. Clicking on the Smart Specs tab for a product, I can see that this screw has 3 Smart Spec values: a length of 20 millimeters, a style of Phillips, and a material of zinc. But how did those get there? They can be added manually, but the smart way is to inherit them from the category. So let's see what that looks like. If I follow through the link from the product to its category, I can see those same 3 characteristics. So let's go through them one by one. Length. This is a number with no decimal places, no restriction on the values, but they must be numbers, and a suffix of millimeters. Now, we'll go back and look at the style. This is a text type and is restricted to a list of values. We've got Phillips, Standard, Hex, and Dome. And the material is similar. This time, we can choose from stainless steel, galvanized brass, and zinc. Already, you can probably see how this will be so much more reliable than free-form text in product names or internal notes. How often have you had trouble finding a product because of a simple typo when it was being created? Maybe we want to add another characteristic to our fasteners. Let's add a diameter. We'll make that a number to 1 decimal place, and this time we'll set a range. We don't expect anything less than 0.5 and nothing bigger than 25 millimeters. That's going to prevent someone accidentally adding a 0 and creating a 200 millimeter diameter screw. But characteristics are also inherited through the category hierarchy. Let's go up to the parent category and add another characteristic. Maybe we're trying to keep track of how much local content goes into our products, so we'll add a boolean for that. And just to make sure we've covered all of the data types, we'll also add a release date. If I flick back to our product category, you'll see that it is inherited the isLocal and the release date fields. And if I go back to our product, you'll see that it has now inherited the diameter from its parent category, as well as the isLocal and release date fields from its grandparent category. Now you might have noticed before that the style and material have drop-down selection boxes. As we saw a minute ago, these values are restricted to lists. And that's part of what makes this smart. This is a dynamic interface that allows data of different types to live together in one list. And not only is it displaying different data types together, it also adapts its input to the data type. So the diameter will accept 1 decimal because that's what we told it to do, and it applies the suffix there for a nice professional display. There's a checkbox for the new boolean characteristic, so I can tick that. And the new date field pops up a calendar selector. And the interface is not only looking at the data type, it also looks at the restriction type and shows a selection box when it needs to. It's smart and it's seamless. Something else I wanted to show you, if we jump back to the products list in the filter wizard. The wizard is always aware of what's in its current data set. If I launch a filter on the full products list, you'll notice a lot of characteristics available, not just the ones we saw on fasteners. If I cancel that and I put a filter on category, now the wizard only offers me the characteristics that exists in this filtered product list. Let's select material to filter on, and it tells us straight away that there are 3 values. I'll choose zinc and apply that. If I filter again, you'll see that some of the characteristics are no longer available for filtering. Obviously, material only has 1 value because we just filtered on that, but it turns out that the only zinc screws we have are Phillips style. Again, the wizard only shows you what makes sense based on the current data set. If I filter now by length, because this is a numeric characteristic, you can immediately see the range of values, again, based on the current data set. That's smart. One final thing, because the filters are added to the Odoo search bar, you can stack them alongside any other standard filters, as I did here with the product category, and you can also save the search to your favorites. Smart. If this could help you to better manage your products in Odoo, click the link in the description to download Product Smart Spec from the Odoo App Store. You'll find versions for Odoo 17, 18 and 19. Right now, Product Smart Spec is a powerhouse for your back-end operations, perfect for manufacturing and businesses with complex internal catalogs. But stay tuned because I'm about to bring smart filters directly to your Odoo web store. Thanks for watching.